Hi everyone. Um, so um, I think we should do two things today. Triage, of course, as usual.
Only two things? Okay.
Well, if you have more, please. Um, to see where we are at with 1.6 and to get a feel of when we think we are going to be able to ship it. And second, start the discussion about 1.7. Oh yeah, and there is a third one, which is elections. So, we're already in October. We're overdue for an election, so I'll start that.
I've heard that in the northern countries they do some lightning or light therapy. You know, when you lack of light of sun and then you just go under the lights. Are you in the basement or do you need some?
No, it's just that the sun is shining directly on me.
Oh.
I know it looks weird.
We should make a picture and change your gravatar.
Oh. Yeah, an angel. That describes me perfectly. All right. So why don't we get started with? Oh, wait. We need to paste a weather report here.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Some people
summer
don't believe us, but September is actually very nice here in
and
Sydney.
it's October now, so and it's still very nice.
So apparently there is a site that gives the weather underground. So I'm not sure what kind of weather you can have underground.
Dry and warm, probably.
Yeah, Indian summer. Exactly. It's very nice. Okay, so why don't we get started with elections? So, who's on the steering committee? Nick, Sébastien, myself. Is Piotr here?
Sipke. Piotr is here too.
So everyone's here.
Oh, so Nick, oh, myself. Okay, I was missing one.
So we'll do it like last time, except maybe a little faster. We'll have a week between now and next week when we let people declare that they're candidates and, maybe say why they are candidates. And after that week, we'll have, I don't know, 1 or 2 weeks of voting. And then we'll declare the results. Last time we had, I'm sorry to bore everyone with the details, but last time we had secret and public votes. Secret votes require an independent person to gather the votes. I don't know. I'm okay with public voting, but I understand that it's important to have a way to vote secretly. So if someone wants to
Independent
step up
meaning no current committee or maybe not
yeah.
registering
Okay,
to
so
the
Adrian, if you volunteer for that, it means that you're not a candidate. It's fine. Okay. So Adrian will gather the secret votes then. Okay. Do you guys think we should have 1 or 2 weeks of voting?
one
One. Okay.
or two.
who thinks
Maybe one is too short.
Can
If
we
some,
have-
so.
can we have actual polls in there? Is there something like that?
I don't mind. One, cut
Oh.
it short.
1.5.
Hold on, I'm creating one.
Or maybe 1 week to gather the candidates and 1 week to vote. And
That's,
Yeah,
yeah, there will be 1 week to.
and because
to
we
declare
announce,
candidates.
people will know they have to vote next week, so it will not be like, oh, we could vote last week, I didn't know. Okay. Fuck you, Orchard. I go with Fu and Bar. Ooh. We have 1 week to declare candidates. We have 1 or 2 weeks to voting after that. After voting candidates, I'm for 1.
Oh wow, that's pretty sweet.
I like it.
Oh, yeah, we should just do it in air. We should just do the committee elections in air. Just type up some names, hit the buttons, and away we go.
You don't need 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 1 week.
1 week after.
Okay, so Adrian. So Adrian, that what we did last time was that every time someone sends you an email to vote, you give them a token, a random token, and that will enable them to verify their vote in the spreadsheet that that will have all the votes. So their names won't appear in the spreadsheet. Instead,
The hash. You are hashing the usernames.
Yeah. The random token is so it doesn't matter how you generate the random token as long as it's random.
And as long as it's random and not using, oh, let's replace all the A's with a B and.
Route 13. That's the algorithm. Okay, so that's probably enough for the boring voting stuff. How about we talk about 1.7?
Already?
Yeah.
Maybe we should close the current issues first, like triaging and
If you want.
discussions, and yeah.
Yeah, let's
I prefer.
1.6 first and then.
Okay, let's do
Yeah.
that.
So status 1.6. I will share my screen for the bugs.
You are a bug.
So I'm already sharing my screen. It's okay. Share. Oh, that it doesn't work. Oh, you're about to share. Okay. Boom.
104 items. Can't be right.
So first the active ones for 1.6. So we have 10 open bugs left. Okay. We were almost between 30 and 40 last week, and those bugs, I could close them, it will not hurt. They are who cares bug, and bugs which are waiting for some more comments. So for instance, this one I expect, so this is the lifetime scope, that there is a repro for that. And you see, okay, so you commented today, I didn't see that. So dynamic compilation is not working for me either, or almost the latest one here. Okay, yeah, so dynamic compilation is broken. Who did it?
Okay, cool. But no issue. Close this, please.
Yes, so we have to fix this one. And when we fix dynamic compilation, maybe you can see this bug. So I have to check why. What Windows version are you using, Sultan?
It's 7.
Okay, so it's not about Windows 8. So if you could, guys, try to see if dynamic compilation is working on 1.6, that would be nice. And if it's not working for you either, I will revert the changes to see which change set broke it. Maybe it's the pre-compiled extension loader, or I don't know. I will see. So this one might be important, but yeah, dynamic compilation broken is important, not the lifetime scope. I could not repro it very easily. This one, parts should get populated before. So I could not repro it. Okay, the tokens are evaluated after, and all those values were already available when the auto route was generated. So it would be nice to see if you can still repro it, Bertrand. And I could check if there is a further event on the pipeline where tokens could be evaluated for auto route. But it's dangerous because if another module needs the URL, it then has to get an event which is even further. And
yeah, I know, it's the old post preload syndrome that we had in ASP.NET.
I would say, yeah, that it could be based on dependencies. So
yeah, I don't know. Autoroute is special. I wouldn't be opposed to having an event for that. I would probably make its name very explicit so that we don't get that preload post syndrome. But you know, if we had an event called something like evaluate navigation path or something very specific like that, that would eliminate that temptation, I think. We would just guarantee that it happens when all the data is available.
Well, first I will check maybe there is an event which can be used for that, and still have the other modules depend on the same event and do some dependencies on this module if they want to happen after. So, but I will check. But if you guys can try this slug, because it's using different tokens, and see if it works fine, that would be nice. It works fine for me. So if it's non-deterministic, maybe we can hit someone with the issue if we can hit no one with the issue anymore.
Can you copy the query to get those bugs that need to be checked? Can you copy that query into the chat window so that I can include it in the report for today, and everyone can.
This query is just active for 1.6.
Okay.
They will change. I can get the bug IDs instead. This one. This one.
Oh, here you go. Copy link location. This is how to do it. Boom. Or you can use that.
No. We don't want that.
Well, no, that's how to get the current list that you were looking at.
Yeah, but I don't want the list. I just want those two items and maybe another one, because the list is all the active ones. I don't want everyone to reproduce the active ones.
Change.
You see?
Sorry.
So, but you can say, oh, please copy the link for this bug.
That's okay. That's okay. I misunderstood.
So 18857 19002.
Yeah. this one I ask you for a repro because it's the sometimes in the title. I checked the code, but I saw nothing that will not update the cache.dat.
Sorry, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, no, I don't talk for you, Nick, but for Bertrand who opened the bug.
I opened that.
Yeah, disabling features completely sometimes require deleting cache. So I just want one time.
It's
the mapping.bin file that's also the problem. But
yeah, the thing is, I've seen it happen. Lots of people have seen it happen, but it's not quite clear what the repro is. I don't know.
It's difficult to repo.
It's difficult to repo. Yeah.
So this one I didn't check. I will. It's WCF and import. Okay, lifetime.
If you need a repo, it might be easiest if I just show you. All right.
There are repro steps which I should first follow.
Yeah, use the module I sent you to use for WCF. Okay.
Remote block publishing failed to update posts with images, so my current issue is to be able to set up the block publishing in Word, which I have hard time to do it, and then I will be able to fix it. This one I didn't check. Well, it was reopened with more repro, so it should be okay. This one, I'm afraid I can't do anything about that. So the issue is that if you have a Boolean field, you add to a content type, then you try to sort them just after adding the field, you get nothing because there is no value indexed. Okay, because the indexing of the fields is done on the publish event. One solution could be that, well, the only solution will be to reindex everything for the fields, which means changing how it's done, not live, or maybe live plus using the same technique as we do for the search engine, which is a table which knows every content item which has been indexed for the fields and needs to be indexed for the fields. So it happens asynchronously in a background task, and then it will work. What do you think? Maybe it's the solution.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of background tasks in general.
It's for indexing, and
yeah, it makes sense.
It's like it's the same issue as the search engine, and this is the same solution, I think.
Okay.
So let's do it. I'm not sure we'll do it for this version.
Yeah.
It's too dangerous, but
is there a workaround?
No. Yes, the workaround is to republish your items. To save your items.
Again. Oh yeah, because the field didn't exist, but they will exist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there is a there is an inner join.
Yeah, that's an acceptable workaround. So put it in the comment and postpone to be next.
Workaround is to republish. Postpone. Okay. This one I think I will drop because it's asking to add the default mapping for the table prefix for specific mappings, like when you have a list of string and you want it to be saved automatically in a specific table. Apparently it's handled by an Hibernate 3, but I couldn't find any way to configure it in Fluent and Hibernate.
What's the scenario here?
So if you have a record with a list of strings,
Okay.
it can be mapped automatically by an Hibernate into an emails table.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And to do that, we need to define the conventions for those tables to say that these tables have a prefix.
That would be neat.
Yes, but I could not find a way to do that in Fluent and Hibernate. I can't find any documentation of this feature. So that's why I was asking, do you know how to customize the object with Fluent and Hibernate? And he didn't know, just knew about the feature.
It's a nice to have. It can be postponed, but
So,
it would be very nice to have. I mean, it would simplify the simplest one-end relationship cases considerably. But yeah.
I let it active so we can find them again for next version. Add README files to the root of the package. You assign something to yourself, so please.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. What was the bug number?
It was
18961.
Yeah. Then admin placement null ref expression. So it says there is a null reference exception. Okay, thank you. I'm just asking for repro steps because I don't know how to get this exception. And I had no answer since September 21st, so it will be closed if no repro steps are given. He's not here today, so usually he's here. And that's it. That's all the current active ones. Let's go to the proposed ones. Proposed for every version. Some of them will be open. All. So this one, I added a comment. Oh, it has been. It's too fast. I see the fixed grade. Only show up if there is a tab that points to the page it is on.
Yeah, we noticed it with Zoltan today. Then if you have tabs and and none of the tabs has an action equal to the parent item, none of the tabs will get displayed. So you have to have a tab that has the same link as parent.
By design.
It's by design.
Because when you click on the parent item, it has to show something. What should it show? It will show a tab. So that's why you have the link to first child false, true on this one, which means the first link will be a tab for the children.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of.
That's weird.
I know that it's by design and it's a good practice to have, the tab that. So when you go to the some screen, you have first tab is this screen. So it's reasonable, but it's. I think it might get a bit quite to understand for people. So maybe we could automatically add the tab under each menu item, the tab that has the same action as the parent. From the navigation builder, when you create an item with an action, you should automatically, I don't know, add a local nav item beneath it.
No, because some of them don't want to be local nav. They just want to be plain pages with no tab. And if you want a tab, then you create a new element. You say it's a local nav, and it has the same link as the parent. And this will be the tab for the parent.
Okay. So maybe some, when there are some other tabs added, we should, if there is no tab that matches parent action, we should add it after the whole menu is being built, as a check for consistency, because it was quite hard to find that this tab has to exist, and a lot of people can have this problem. I guess it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, that's not critical for 1.6, even for future. Usually, what I do is just copy paste a menu with a local nav, and it works. So, and it has been designed like that. So I wasn't in the design meeting, but I trust the people who were in the design meeting.
Okay, so it's not a bug, but it should be written somewhere. So maybe doc
should be written. Write it.
Cool.
Sorry, I close, and maybe next time, if you want to open it with a nice repro and explanation of what you want, and maybe screenshots.
Okay. Oh, and
because this one doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah, I know, but there are three different distinct things.
I fixed 2 of them.
Yeah, but there is one also when you have 2 menu items pointing to the same. For example, you add your own menu and you want to have a link to the settings. When you go to that page, and each link, you have 2 links pointing to the same action. And under one you have 2 tabs, and under the second one you have 4 tabs declared.
What do you want to do?
So in the end, you don't know which one will get picked as selected.
What do you propose as a solution?
To merge the tabs. So if you if you have a selected path, maybe we should not only pick the first matching selected path, but pick all matching selected paths. And as a tab output, we would just merge the tabs that are declared for each of those items, because it should work like that. So when someone adds a tab, for example, on a screen, on some settings screen, so I add in my admin menu.cs, I add 1 tab, but someone adds 3 tabs. It shouldn't work like that, that it would show 1 tab or those 3 tabs. It should display 4 of them, I think.
Open a bug with a repro.
Okay.
I want to see the issue and what is the expected solution, what is the expected behavior.
Okay, cool.
I close this one and open a specific one.
Yeah, okay. It should be more specific, right?
Authoroute permalink generation pre-post event. When user begins to retire. Oh, this is the discussion. Should I close the discussion, or do we still want to discuss this one? It's about Ilan is here. It's about what are seeing the slug before we save the content. So you guys who commented on this post, I want to close the issue. What do you want to do? There is Bertrand, Sipke, Piotr, and Zoltan.
I voted against it.
You voted against what? The bug or closing the issue?
Against doing something.
Okay, so closing it, yeah. Zoltan, Sipke, Piotr, Ilan.
Yeah, I can understand Ilan's point of view.
We all understand his point of view, but it's about technical implementation.
Yeah, but maybe not doing it automatically, but just having a button that will refresh, given the current state of.
Yes, we have one. It's called save. It's a draft. You save it, and when you have the draft, you see the URL. You can still change it. It's a draft.
Yeah, but you have to publish the item. You have
no. Save. Not publish. Save.
But it persists the state in a database. But
it's a draft.
What we were talking about, but it's still in database. But what we were talking about was just to have a button that would behave like save, but without calling create.
What is the issue with saving a draft to see the? There is no issue at all. There is no drawback with saving it to see the URL. What is the drawback of saving it?
That's a good question.
The issue is when you're working with that, it's blank. And so an end user who doesn't understand that for technical implications you're not able to display to them, it looks blank.
It looks blank, and you save it, and then it's generated.
So by default,
so
we're not going to tell them that. So if for the first time somebody goes and starts working with Orchard, where other CMSs do generate that URL,
it can't look in the future. If your route depends on information that you haven't entered yet,
You have, it's
how
the
is
title.
this? No, that's for the default of the route.
That's
Yeah.
correct. So therefore
instance,
you have.
culture,
No.
culture,
be
custom
anything.
fields. Example. I have an example, the one I open, which is still active. I will show you active for 1.6. This one. So my example was use a culture, then a specific category, then the slug. So you need to have, well, a culture, okay, for the current. This you could have, but the category, you need to have selected this category first to be able to see that.
We have a similar use case with Babeland, and when you select that, it should inject that part or that category into the summary part into this. Who's got all that feedback?
It can't look in the future.
So even
It
if
can look,
okay,
it can look in the present. The present
Okay.
is I create a title,
let's
then
say
I modify it.
It could try.
Let's- yes, and
it
let's
would
say we
often
can.
fail.
let's say we can. That's what we were doing last year before the auto route. So let's say we can. What will happen? It's more issues. It's that it will ask all drivers to update their parts. Okay, and all other components will react on those events from the drivers and will do stuff that we don't want to be done and that we don't know what will happen. And what was happening last year, it was we had lots of bugs saying, hey, I don't know why this event got triggered and saved and that because what? I did nothing. Yes, and Ajax did it for you and you don't know it. So that will lead to more issues. So it will fix one and open 10 of them.
We've tried it. It doesn't work.
So maybe we should just add an information that the permalink would get updated when you save the item. So something like this.
It's already
Yes.
there.
I raised no, the text needs a little tweak. That's all, and I raised a bug
That's
for it.
fine.
I can't hear a damn thing, to be frank with you guys. There's so much background noise.
Is there?
I can't hear anything. Really.
Yeah, it's okay for me.
Perfectly
Yeah.
clean.
I can hear fine.
So currently it says this is the text, leave empty to use the default permalink pattern, and in this case it's title my dash page.
Yeah, it also
Okay.
says that if you can't edit it, so that's the tweak is that
Okay.
it should also say, yeah.
If you don't, you have not allowed to edit it, this is the same message first, okay? First issue. So what should it say so that there is no...
Your permalink should will. I don't know. I wrote something in one of the issues. It was I thought it was pretty good.
Okay.
I did raise a bug for it, so.
Maybe
I
we
don't
should
remember.
display the default, the token, the string, how it would be built.
It's displayed here. It's a custom one that you can set, and it's displayed here. This is the text.
Oh, it's not hard. It's not hard coded.
No. It's custom.
okay,
So
okay.
look, I'm just showing you because apparently, if you don't know, nobody knows. Content types, and if I go to page, and then auto route, this is this text. I show the name, like title. We can say title and blah, and you say my page slash your blah. Okay, and when you save, it's just using the name and the description. So if I go to new page, you see title and blah, example, my page slash your blah. So there's a way to customize it for each type, and we can change this text to explain to people how it will work.
Yeah, it
And,
should say your permalink will be generated when you save.
And for instance, in WordPress, you don't see,
The first
I'm almost sure, anything until you save, because there is a custom setting where you can find, when we are going to have 5 choices, like use date plus slug, or use a title, use the ID, and usually you just say use the title, so it generates the slug, and when you save, you see it. And it's WordPress.
A date is another example. I mean, if you save before midnight or after midnight, you get a different path. And that's even the default on WordPress.
Maybe. So we need to change it. I agree. So
the permalink will be generated the first time you save.
And we can still say leave empty to use the default mail. If you want to regenerate the permalink. So we'll see. Nick said that there was an issue open for that with another. So we close this one because there is no broad agreement on the issue.
Close it and open my one. That's what I would do.
Sorry?
Just open mine and change the text for the time being.
Open a new bug for that. This one. So we'll go faster now. Orchard admin menu, behaving odd. I like also those ones, behaving odd. Okay. Can you? Okay, I asked for repro already. I don't know what is behaving odd. I can't remember. Oh, maybe he updated because it was when. Okay, I will. Okay, what is it? Okay, I will check. This one I created because it's a regression from the last version. I think it's because of MVC4. The isLocal URL in MVC has changed and already broke some other page. Yeah, it was the media picker actually. And the comments page is also broken, and I think we should remove the usage of url.isLocal. It's broken. I don't like it. So because it's a bug. Breaking comments is not acceptable. This one seems to be a bug also. Not being able to see all previous versions using the custom route. Yeah. Okay, I will open this one. Maybe it's missing a shape. We are responsible for Contoso, so let's fix it. So this is weird. Antoine says that we can't override search alternates. It conflicts with other pages. It's weird because I already did it. Maybe it's broken. Deleted items sometimes appear again. Well,
I heard it after clearing cache.
so yeah.
I don't believe it.
I will just for
Well,
Stop being such a robot, Nick.
yeah, okay, that's just me, okay. I propose if we get some repro, we'll open it. So HTML widgets disappear after changing layer. Okay, should be fixed in yes. This I can repro, so we have to fix it. It's pretty big issue. Yeah, this one, wording and permalink needs to change. Agree. Yeah, okay, let's do it. So you can comment on this issue if you want to propose some wording. If you don't propose any wording, it means you don't care about the wording, and we'll accept the one which was proposed. And I won't propose another wording because I can do it in French. I'm sure in English it will be request service.
happens within the suite. Fresh install. Yeah, so this happens on fresh install. You load up the site, you type in your details, hit enter. So like I said, fresh install, and I get this exception. It doesn't stop the site from working. It just throws this exception. So I thought I'd tell you. If you think it's nothing, then close it. But it looks like it looks like something's being kicked off when the transaction manager hasn't been registered, obviously. So. I did. Fresh install, that's all you need.
Where is it? Fresh, let me see. Fresh.
The first line.
Oh, that's it. Okay, okay.
I'm not giving you another repo.
Okay. Yeah, it's when I had fixed this one, I remember. And I don't see any more log. No. The bug was it's logged. And now it's no more logged because it's an expected exception.
It's expected?
Yes, it's
on a fresh install?
Yes, because that's how we know that it has been installed already. We just query this and there is this table. So we don't need to create the tables again.
But it's on a fresh install?
Yes. On a French install, we check, oh, there is no table. Okay, so we have to create it because there was an exception. We could not load it. That's it by design. The bug which was fixed was that it was logged. So people were asking, why is this error message in the log? Okay.
Okay, if it's by design, then that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Close. We fixed one with the query preview, but I'm not sure it's rated to this because I see menu and everything. Manage queries, preview query. Okay, close. The repro is exactly what we fixed. Ooh. Okay.
It sounds like a question more than a bug.
Pen clock.
Oh, but this one has been fixed. Menu item with the this has been fixed. It was about the menu. Sometimes it was not deterministic, but it has been fixed. And it's, you see, one, so should be closed already. Should be fixed. Okay, I like to fix minor typos. Yes. It has to be done.
Okay, so Nick will fix it.
Yeah, I'm thinking he could help on the project. He could help on the project
Doc was perfectly appropriate.
because yeah, he tried to fix a bug, but actually he didn't fix it. He made another one, so I had to fix it. So he could help us and do something interesting on the project. So yeah. Make settings action constrained. I don't even know what it is. If you go to admin settings index or culture, oh, okay. Who cares?
There is a patch.
Yeah, who cares? It's like if you do something like that. Well, not this one apparently, but which one? Culture. So if you do culture, and if you do culture, okay. Just because there is a patch. Yeah, oh yeah, someone already succeeded that. Okay, I agree. Because it's breaking the behavior we had in it. Yeah, because we rely on an external library on this one, which is MVC. Because it's changed, it's breaking things. Let's open this one. Says the URL alternates are not working with. I fixed a lot of bugs with shape tracing.
You did?
Yes, like the tree view on the left was not showing all the levels in some scenarios. Like when you add in a list, you click on list, but you don't see all the content items.
Yeah.
And same thing on the right on the model. It was not showing all the available information. It was stopping at the parts for some reasons sometimes. So it has been fixed. It was like, oh, how come nobody has not seen that before? Content changes owner without actually editing the content. I don't get it in some cases.
You have show owner editor false.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so if it's false, it should not change. I will see. Encode auto route pass wonder. Okay. Good luck in Orchard 1.6 to find a new bug. Okay. Redirect to external pages currently only supports local redirect. If you try to redirect everything.
Patch file, TCS file.
Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, I think I commented on this one. Yeah, because actually that's not a... So the issue is that container ID is not a property. How do you say that? It is a relationship. How do you say a property which is like...
Regular property.
Well, I use regular. One. Oh, okay, what? So the title says, perhaps we could add a way to cause shapes to be ignored by shape tracer. Okay, so the title is meaningful, even though I don't agree with that. Then don't read the comment, because it got me lost. I could not understand the question anymore after reading that. So I asked, okay, title of the bug seems to... Could you develop on your ID? I'm sorry, I'm brave. President. So if you get the bug and you can explain to me, go on, if you care, and get the bug.
How long has it been open?
It's not open yet, just proposed. Just that I don't get the issue. I think there is no issue at all. Oh, sorry. When the shape tracing module is turned on, it wraps the... Oh, okay, so now I get the issue. Model.value in a script.
Oh, okay, yeah, it puts script tags around attributes.
Okay, I will see what I can do for this bug. And okay, and then we are good for another month of development. 26, but some of them are very small. Let's see. Okay. So, I still also have to review Piotr's pull request for session management. It will be integrated. It's not done yet, it will be done. Then, have you seen the new shiny website from IEM Orchard? This one. Nice, tacx.com. Very nice usage of multiple cultures. And my internet is very slow.
Yeah, it's Microsoft. Microsoft doesn't believe in the internet.
And if you play with the the languages here, it works fine for every page. It's very nice. Nice menu too. So lots of content. So nice website. Right. Also nice discussion from on Reddit. You should read this one too. I'm putting the link online. If you give me 1 minute. So you should read this discussion. It's a discussion about why they chose Sitefinity instead of any other CMS, and it's interesting because it shows that they preferred Orchard, but the designers preferred Sitefinity because it was easier to create layouts, to create layouts in the admin, and the admin seems nicer. Otherwise, the whole Orchard solution was better, they said. So, but it's interesting because we know also where we should improve, and which leads to the discussion about 1.7. What do you want to see in 1.7? If you had to say something.
The media stuff.
Bertrand says media. Zoltan will say media too.
Yeah, and I think so either.
Yeah, draftable widget will take it from Piotr. I agree.
Cool. Yeah, I was thinking about what you said just a couple of seconds ago about Sitefinity and creating layouts from admin. I was as Sebastian, as you know, of course, I've been working on that shape, database shapes. So shapes held in the database, but I've shelved it because they did a lot of changes in a Razor engine library that I was using, and I didn't have time to update the code because there was lots of breaking changes. But I can get back to it and unshelve it and fix that thing.
Okay. So how is it related to 1.7?
What?
Okay, you digressed. So about 1.7, what do you want to see in 1.7?
Workflow.
Workflow. You already talked.
Portlets, inline editing, and taxonomies.
Portlets.
Inline editing.
Too complex in line editing.
No, it's not.
Too much work.
No, it's not.
Well,
And taxonomies.
More important stuff to do. So draftable widgets,
So,
I think definitely.
Hold on. Inline editing has been started for 1.5, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
It wasn't finished.
It wasn't finished.
So finish it. What do you
Aha!
Oh,
Seriously.
yeah.
Okay, and I'll put it in the admin and we'll take the best one.
Courier for Orchard.
Yes, this is also
Workflow, yeah, that's workflow.
No. Work courier is you have staging and production and you move stuff around instances.
Well, I think it's the same module.
Oh, okay.
It's just one possible workflow. It's a workflow step for me. The
Workflow could be as simple as approving a page.
Yes.
Yes. But in a workflow, you have conditions and actions. Okay.
There is the rule modules which you can use to say, because you have the workflow module, because you have the courier module, you can say when I go into this step, I trigger the courier module to push it to the production. But these are two different modules. They are related.
Okay. I agree.
And but yeah, we always talked about workflow because lots of customers want that. The courier kind of stuff. So courier is the name of.
Yeah, we'll call it content publication or
Yes.
something like that.
We don't want to call it like Umbraco. But this is the very nice module to move data from one instance to another. This should be pretty easy to do, minus security issues.
What about, does that include versioning?
I think when you move something in between instances, should we move versions or should we just move published versions?
I think you should wrap it up as a version and move it so that it identifies an instance in time.
Because the main scenario, well, we can discuss it when we talk more about it. I just wanted to see if people were agreeing on what we should do for 107 in terms of priorities. And but I think the main goal, what I see, will be to go to production.
Yep.
And meaning, if we have at least the published version of something that we want to go to production, it will be good. And maybe the module will just say, no, I just move published versions. I don't care about older versions.
Okay, so looking at what's in the chat window, we have
Don't miss anything interesting.
inline editing, draftable widgets, inline editing, iStorage provider.file exists.
No, I agree on this one because
Yeah, but it's not.
in
It's not a
1.4
feature.
we say we'll do it in 1.5, then in 1.6, and
Yeah, sure, but it's a work item more than a feature.
It's an absolute need.
What did I miss? Taxonomies replacing tag. I think that's interesting as well. I don't know about the migration path for that.
I have one.
You do have one.
Themes.
Themes.
So we said for 1.5 we will have a new default theme for our chart. I think it will be nice to finish it. And I would go further by suggesting to have 3 different themes. The theme machine as a developer recipe, a business theme with a carousel, and a blog theme. And all of the 3 will come with their custom recipes. Like the core will be on the theme machine, or the default will be on the theme machine. We will have the blog recipe with a blog theme, and corporate recipe with a corporate theme.
And all configurable themes.
And
All of them are
time,
configurable.
yeah, we have to define what is configurable because we will need the same configuration settings, I assume.
Yeah. You should have settings for things like logos,
Yes.
backgrounds,
and
colors, and then you should have a style sheet override.
So I was also thinking that the corporate theme, the difference between a blog and a corporate, is, in my opinion, that the corporate will have a slideshow, and the theme should already work with a slideshow module enabled, or a content type with the CSS required for that and the script. So it just works out of the box, and then you can customize the slideshow if you want, or the images, but it works. You don't have to install the recipe, install the theme, and do some other script or downloads to make it work, like it is the case today.
Okay, so the list I have is media, draftable widgets, workflow, content deployment, inline editing, taxonomies replacing tags, new themes. What did I forget?
Did you include portlets?
What are portlets?
Portlets.
That's Nicholas's name for drag and drop front end design functionality.
So I would remove the front end from the sentence because for me front end means front end editing, inline editing. I really like also to have the portlets thing on the back end where you could define the layouts and what goes inside each layout. You remember
widget pages.
Widget.
CMS, is that the CMS page?
Yes, the content place content module.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So for me, these are 2 different scenarios: inline editing with portlets and
I modified
content.
this. I said front-end editing and widget pages. Oh, you think inline editing and portlets are two different things?
I thought they were two different things, personally.
Yeah. This is the same category, front-end editing.
Yes, same category, two different things.
So 2 years.
Well, by the time it takes me to deliver something, it might just be.
Piotr did mention something in the IM, which was more work on versioning, so that versioning is more...
Yeah, if you need to version something that has relationships, it's really hard. If we could think about making that easier somehow, I don't know how. But, Piotr has some experience working on that, as he's made widgets versionable, and he's made a versionable menu as well. So we should tap
something we
his
forgot.
experience on that.
Yeah, you know, the biggest problem in a versioning is that we have only two flags, the latest and the published. So it's kind of hard to build complex scenarios without setting new.
No,
own
you're
parts.
not clever enough to build complex scenario with that. That's the different issue.
Sébastien.
I didn't make it. I think it's
Sébastien.
perfect.
No, we don't have draft names.
Sébastien.
I know. So maybe we miss something in the list. It's a culture management, culture functionalities, like being able to having the different menus for different cultures. So culture, we need to work on the culture and the localization. Yeah. We need like widgets. There is no for current culture. We need it.
Aren't the modules available on the gallery just fine for that?
No. We need things in the. We talked about that with Zoltan when we prepare his session. I can give you the list of the stuff that needs to be done for culture.
Okay, I'll write it down.
Because when I created the menu, the new navigation module, I was wondering about how to handle culture, and Gert, you know, the guy who cannot join us at Harvest, he made a big fork for adding stuff and custom modules also, but we also need to handle it in the widgets page and in the navigation module.
Okay. That's a good list.
Yeah.
All right, so who wants to take ownership of something?
I don't know how we should work, because for instance, I'm a different case. I'm paid to work. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe, because if I only do what I want, you will be pissed off.
Isn't that what you always do?
Yeah. Or no, but I mean, maybe we should define what has to be done for 1.7 has to be done. Okay. And otherwise, does anyone wants to take anything? We know Nick will take portlets and like anything, so the front end stuff.
Okay, so we have everyone from the steering committee here. I'll copy the list.
Should we can do a poll? Yeah, you can do a poll with what modules we think we should put.
I would like
priority.
first I would like to have the priorities from the committee.
Okay.
So pick.
Do a poll.
No, I will do a poll, but the poll will include everyone. So
they are all here.
So first, I want each of the steering committee members to pick 2 in that list.
Blind, because it's always, I will let you vote first, and I will see. Okay, this one is selected. I don't have to vote for that. You know.
That's fine. Media and content deployment. In the meantime, I will create a poll.
I have 8 votes.
You can't vote for my stuff 8 times, Sebastian.
No, I say 8 because there is 9 stuff, and I remove yours, which makes 8. Can I have minus votes?
You're not allowed to vote anymore.
Don't worry, you will join us at the next harvest.
Sebastian, just a quick question. You know about the media.
Sebastian, give me control first.
You have a control. You are presenter.
I can't create a poll now.
But you could.
No, I can't.
Oh, you are all guests now. That's weird.
You need to click yes.
Where are you?
Okay.
Yes and what?
It's good. I have it now.
I didn't do anything.
Well, I don't know.
It says
Stop
give control.
working.
Hit yes.
So Piotr, sorry.
Yeah, about making media files, content type. Are we going to have it in 1.6?
No.
We've been talking about it.
No. 1.6 is just fixing bugs and the new stuff. Your custom session management is the exception to the rule. That's it.
Okay.
And everything we're talking now is for 1.7.
Okay, so maybe we forgot to add this to the 1.7 list. Because
What?
we've been talking making media files, content types.
No.
Content types.
No,
for
but
1.7.
when Bertrand says media, it's
Oh.
rethinking the media management.
Okay.
And I
Okay,
wanted
just
to say something
understand.
more. Yeah, and maybe it will not be content types, but a stereotype. So any content type can become a media, or something like that. We have to think. Zoltan also already thought about that. We have to see what he has to say. But later, we just want to vote on what we want to see in 1.7.
Don't have enough available answers. Yeah.
Is there a poll open? Because I don't see anything.
You have to type it.
I have to type something.
Hold on.
Ah.
Okay, no, Sebastian, you need to type something, and now.
So do you, Bertrand.
What?
I need to type something.
You didn't type your top two.
I did media and content deployment. I did just before you.
What is this list? It's missing the themes plus recipe ID.
I know. I didn't have enough available answers.
Come on, Seb.
So I don't understand. Should I type? Should I click?
Type and click.
Do both.
Both? Okay. Let me see. Okay. Vote. I have a veto vote. Okay.
Hold on. Can I only vote once?
Apparently, Nick, you will have to finish in line editing.
I can only vote once.
Of course, you can only vote once.
Oh, crap. Alright, I guess.
Yeah. So I vote one. So widget pages plus yeah, I need another vote. The second one is okay. Okay, voted. People are changing their minds.
Of course.
It's about being on the winning side.
Yeah. Okay. In this so in this list, there are things that are already done, such as draftable widgets that just need to be integrated.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just need to be integrated, knowing that that's not trivial always. But
Are you using it in OneStop?
draftable
So-
widgets.
Yes.
Yes, we're definitely using it, and that's why it was built. I know that Brett can't wait for you to integrate it, Sebastian. In addition, there are some updates to the UI and some extensions to features that need to be added. So it works, and it serves our purpose currently, but there are some things that we want to revise with you.
You mean remove?
Yes, because
Okay.
you are the great remover.
I inherited the cutting power from
So
my
we come
previous
up.
manager.
What happens is we come up with the creative iterations, then you destroy it and redo it yourself. It's fantastic.
Fantastic. And I say
yeah.
I had the ID for that.
So
Yes, you do.
taxonomies replacing tags is also something that exists. That's working today. So
Yeah, with autocomplete and all that jazz. So
yeah, it's awesome.
But the migration needs to be done.
Yeah,
yeah, but that's trivial in comparison to writing the module. Maybe.
So Nick will do the front-end editing. In the meantime, I will do the widget pages.
So
See, shouldn't there be some
I've-
coordination on that? Because the
No.
experience should be the same
No.
or very similar from an
Mm,
end user's perspective, not from a coding perspective, Sebastian.
let me see if I can say no again.
We know
no.
you know how to do that.
Let me see. I want to analyze how inline editing is done on Drupal, how they do that, and also how widget pages are done in Sitefinity, because it seems that they like it a lot in Sitefinity. I have to see how it works, what they provide as a user experience, and after maybe we can talk about comparing the two of them and how it should be in the end. I haven't worked on it as in terms of user experience. I need to work on that just to have something to say.
I'm happy to assist in that if you are willing to take and share.
You can also come with your ideas. We'll discuss it during the meetings, I think, so that anyone can see that. But I need to check on the other tools, how they do it first, to make an opinion, to have an opinion.
What I'm offering here is if you want to invite me to screen share with you during your assessment, I'm willing to make the time to do that.
We can talk about it outside the meeting if you want, and then...
Absolutely. Be happy to.
So what was about the poll, which doesn't even show my other items, which is themes recipe?
Well, we know you're going to do it.
No.
So there's no need to poll.
Yeah, but we wanted to define what has to be done. Even if so that we all agree that it has to be done for 107. That's what we want. Apart the fact that some of them can be done independently if you want to do it. Nobody prevents anyone from doing something if you want to do it.
Yeah, it's informal.
If I remember, front-end editing required some changes to the core.
So this also has to be done if we need to extend the core to enable front-end editing.
Yeah, it was trivial changes, but I can't quite remember what.
I remember some guy named Zoltan who also wanted some core changes to make his resource manager, which wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just...
I haven't looked at it in a while, so it might not be necessary anymore. So times have moved on. So since we initially looked at it.
Okay.
I just need to review. Let me get a URL for that stuff. Inline. Here you go, Chaperoonies.
What MVP is for inline editing? What does that mean?
Minimum viable product to be released for 1.7.
Not most valuable professional.
No.
Most valuable player.
I heard that.
By the way,
MVP, you get like a free bottle of Cristal, a free bottle of champagne. Surely that's worth it.
Who's an MVP?
Oh, I saw some guy on Twitter become an MVP.
Oh.
And he said, you get a
Who's
free
going
bottle of
to
Cristal.
nominate me for MVP? I'm waiting.
Who's going to nominate me? I blog all the time.
Drag and drop.
Adrian wants to help.
Nick, when I wanted to call change, CP and contribute something to the module, try and use the same tactic.
Yes, we'll use Trillo bonds again to follow up with the evolution of each feature. Well, does it mean that we do everything in parallel? Everything which is listed right now?
If we have enough people contributing, yes, why not? And we know some won't be completed. Like it always happens, but that's fine. Yeah, if we have enough contributors, yeah, sure.
Who do you have in mind?
Who do I have in mind?
Yes, when you say it won't be completed.
Oh, Nick.
That's very bad.
No,
Well, what did I say that I'd help and do?
I'm trying to motivate him. I want him to want to prove me wrong.
So media needs a discussion, or at least reading what Sultan wrote and talking about what we want to do with media. Maybe we could include the media processing module that John Murdoch made in the discussion, in the talk. That would be interesting. At least that they work together, because they are linked. Draftable widget done needs to be reviewed, integrated, and reviewed and integrated again. Workflow, it should be a clone of the Drupal one. Maybe we can discuss the UI, but it should be very easy to do. Content deployment, again, small discussions to narrow the goals, but should be easy to do also, because it's just about reusing the import-export features and making it communicate between instances. Front-end editing, very hard topic, and so widget pages needs more discussions to define what it needs. But again, I want to see what others do for front-end editing and also widget pages. Taxonomies, replacing tags is done. We just need a good migration path. Okay, so should we start with the easy tasks like draftable widgets, taxonomies, workflow in terms of implementation? Or yeah, we'll see next time maybe when we talk about that.
How about integrating signaler support in the core? Why would you do that?
We make changes in the core so signaler can be a module. Why would we integrate signaler in the core? That doesn't seem to be.
No, he's saying integrating signaler support in the core, so that's already done.
Yes, yes. Again, it's done in 1.6.
Yeah, the session thing. But I was just thinking about, maybe pushing it into the core, because there's quite a big community around Signaler. People are building quite fun stuff.
There is a big community
There
around,
is a big set of people tweeting about Signaler.
Yeah, they're vocal.
Okay.
People saying, "Oh, the demonstration is awesome."
Oh yeah.
Okay, but I didn't see any website sharing a whiteboard.
Yeah, what's your scenario? What's the core scenario here?
It's not core. You can create modules with that.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. The module will be there.
Okay, should we wrap up?
Okay.
It's been a long meeting.
I agree.
We have a list of features. We have work to do this week.
Next week we go RC.
Next week we go RC. Is it useful for people to start using 1x now? Is it a good time to start?
Useful for people, it can be, and from us also, because if we find big bugs, it's better to see them now and not make a RC and RC2.
Okay, so if you can
at least install and just check if you can upgrade from 1.5 to 1.6 and see any big issues. That's it.
Yep. Yeah, try the migration. If you can afford to run stuff on 1x, please, sure. But yeah, at least install it and try to migrate your existing data to it, maybe. And file bugs if you find any. And okay, so next week we try to go RC.
Yes.
Okay.
Sweet.
We
One
have to
more
release
question.
1.7 for December. For Christmas. Yeah, Brett?
Yeah, Zoltan and I were both wondering about. He put it in the chat window.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Accessing iRepository via work context.
Via the work class.
Yeah, the question is, should work of T work when T is a repository of something?
The generic one. Did you try to create a class inheriting from a repository of something and injecting this one? You see?
No.
Interesting.
Maybe it's just an issue with generics and
Yeah, but should it be fixed if there is an issue? We should find out for sure, but
open an issue. I can see what happens behind, but yeah.
Oh yeah, because the issue was an iRepository instance behaving very odd when used from a singleton dependency and from normal iDependencies.
Different when it doesn't work, or
Yeah, so on the first call to the iRepository was from an iSingleton dependency. It worked well, and subsequent calls from normal per request dependencies, like a controller.
okay, I see.
And it complained about data reader being closed.
Yeah.
Or being open.
Is it possible that the singleton gets the instance forever because it's singleton?
Yeah.
And then there are issues with the other ones, yeah. And you inject it in a generic work.
Yeah, we with Brett tried that, but actually work.value.
So maybe it's because it's never disposed.
Yeah, this should be the issue.
So
and
I don't know. But on the other hand, we have singletons using content manager.
Yeah, it looks like looks like a case with the generics and iRepository, or maybe iRepository itself, because from what I recall, it's being registered in a different way than iDependencies. So because in every other case it works perfectly with work generic type. So it's just about iRepository.
So file a bug if you want to, if you think there's a bug there.
And by the way, it was mentioned a couple times in the forums. I think when people try to create an iDependency to decorate some generic interface with iDependency and then create instances of it. So the generics are not being registered correctly. Only ordinary types are supported by Orchard. You can have generic.
Okay. Maybe that's the issue. Try to find a bug for that.
Okay.
And I think we moved also to a new artifact version for that issue, so that we could register generics.
Yeah, there is an option to register the generics, of course, but I don't know if it was implemented in Orchard. Only the iRepository generic is being registered, but it's being registered. It's hard coded. It's not that like you have an iDependency interface and the generic will be automatically registered.
Open bugs, lunchtime, and Benedek has no more hard disk space to save the video.
Oh, I have more than 1 terabyte, so go ahead.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I will look at that. Open a bug and I will look at that. I don't promise anything, but Thanks.
There it is.
See you.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. See you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See you all.
See you guys. Bye.